Right, so the UFC just happened a few seconds ago, and for me anyways it did. So the only bummer, and I'll get on the downer first, is number one, great to see England win. It may be coming home. Number two, Ortega and Holloway not fighting was a huge... I was so excited for that fight. I was really excited for that fight. And then unfortunately what happened with Holloway and his concussion happened, so that was a huge downer. It seems like they're somewhat scapegoating Brian Ortega out of all of this, which is a bit strange, if it's me. Is it just me? But Google the name Johnny Jeter. Doesn't he look like he's Ortega's brother? They look alike, it's just the eyes, the eye colour. Anyways, Uriah Hall and Costa didn't surprise me one bit. I mean, didn't. Costa's like the second coming of Vitor Belfort, if it's just me. But when I look at him, it's like the second coming of Belfort. Let me get that out of my eyes. And then we'll talk about Derek Lewis and Frank. You know what, who cares, that fight was boring. Let's just talk about the main event. So the main event, let me get my drink here. Right, sorry, I want to sponsor one day from these people. So, we had Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier, and let's just cut straight to it. I thought, coming into this, that Stipe was the favourite to win. For me anyways. With that being said, I think Cormier... I think that Daniel Cormier is an excellent fighter. And I think that he... You know, he's had this weird little career trajectory where we know he's really good, but the John Jones asterisk is always there. And we've seen him twice lose to John. And then we all saw how the last one ended when he got taken out with a head kick, and we saw his state of mind afterwards when the loss hit him and how he was really down. And he even seemed to imply that maybe he thought he was a failure. And it was a very poignant moment in UFC history for me. So we go fast forwarding from that to Cormier versus Stipe. Stipe seems to be getting a rhythm nice and early, moving around, and as I'm starting to feel like, oh, I think the Stipe's doing really, really, really well here. Let me have this as well. Then Cormier starts to get into a rhythm, and then Cormier catches him, and then drops him, and then Cormier hits him again and hits him again, and I'm just like, oh my god, what did I just see? And Cormier won. Cormier is now the UFC light heavyweight champion, as well as the UFC heavyweight champion. And given everything that we have seen him go through, if you followed his career, if you knew about what happened to him in 2008 when he was trying out and for the Olympics, and they had to pull him out because of the how bad his kidney got, and never getting to realise his dream of being an Olympic champion like his hero Kurt Angle, which are his words by the way, not mine. From that to starting up an MMA career, having some success, building up to the big John Jones fight, John always beating him, to now get to the heavyweight division again and win that belt and be a unified champion, or a, two weights champion at the same time. It's a big thing, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And then we get to the post fight. And I want to talk about Stipe too, because Stipe, just before I get to it, was a great champion. I was a huge fan of his. I don't think he's done whatsoever. It's the first time I've seen him lose since Junior Dos Santos. And actually, I felt like he won that by decision, but it went the other way around. It was that close. I think Stipe will be back. And here's to you, because I've enjoyed every one of your fights. And then we get to the post-fight interview. Cormier, who looks absolutely elated, goes straight into worker mode. And of course he calls out the special guest, Brock Lesnar. And I see Brock with that weird haircut that he's had for how long, comes in. And I was like, oh boy, this is going to be fun. And Lesnar shoves Cormier. And then, let's just grab, who was that little midget, that little Oompa Loompa? Was it one of Cormier's cornermen, right? Come on, Brock! Pushes Brock. And I was like, who the hell is that? Brock completely dismisses it. And then you see Lesnar push him, and Cormier's like, you push me, you go straight to sleep. And if you catch it on camera, you can see Dana push that little midget around. I can only imagine what Dana told him, knowing what Dana's like. And you know how he's not known to hold stuff back. but Cormier and Lesnar have a bit of an altercation. That was exciting, even though I know they're boys in real life and in life outside here. But the rumours were all true. Lesnar was there, and it looks like we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Cormier for the UFC Heavyweight Championship. I bet the UFC are happy about this. They probably now, this pay-per-view and the Lesnar one are probably the two most successful pay-per-views they're going to have this year, unless McGregor fights. But God knows they need it. So that all happened. That was cool. And we will talk about Lesnar and DC later on tomorrow. Absolutely tomorrow. And what this could mean in general. But right now, I'm going to let you all go. Get on with your Sunday. Here's Tia. And comment, like, and subscribe, people.